Hello, everyone. Welcome in to episode 51 of the Mustache Ride podcast. I'm one of your co hosts, Sherman Cool, and this guy over here, that's my co host, The Dirty Tooth. That's our co host,
And I
the
have
great.
normal sized arms, just like everybody else.
It's okay, man. If you have short arms,
They're not
it's
short. They're
okay.
not short though. They're normal.
I've got noodly arms, and I own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's okay to have noodly arms. Nobody makes fun of like long Gumby arms, but people do make fun of short arms. Mine aren't
Oh,
short though, so you can't make fun of them.
of course they're not. No, of course
Anyway,
they're not. And we
episode
won't bring
51
it up
then.
again. We record this show live twice a month, every other Saturday night, right here on YouTube, right here on Twitch, wherever you're watching live. Thank you for watching. A lot of people come through throughout the night, and we appreciate you very much. Um, Tooth, I have a question before we get started. What's your favorite lunch meat?
My favorite lunch meat.
Yeah, like
Um,
sandwich meat.
we don't eat lunch meat in the house, and
Okay.
it's. But if I had to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
I like Cajun turkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good choice.
Yeah, I like a good thinly sliced Cajun turkey. There's a
Hmm.
specific brand. It's Boar's Head. I don't know if you have that.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's good, solid.
I've Cajun turkey. I've heard of like a Santa Fe turkey or something like that,
Nah,
but
this is like
Cajun.
yeah, it's got like cracked pepper and like spices along the edge. It's good.
I'm gonna have to look for that. That sounds good. I
Look
was
for it.
looking for salami. I was looking
So
for salami.
that's the
Are you,
correct answer.
well, yeah, but
Oh, okay.
for
Yeah.
me, do you like salami?
I do not like salami, no.
You don't like salami at all?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
No, not a
Just
salami
the
person.
flavor?
Yeah, I don't like the flavor.
Whoa,
There's
that's
actually
crazy.
it's a lot of like cured meats. I'm not really a big cured meat kind of person.
Hmm.
Pepperoni gives me
Yeah,
heartburn really bad. Like I'll opt for other
fair,
things.
fair. Hey, Cajun turkey sounds really good. I think that's a good choice.
It's good. I would 10 out of 10 recommend if you get like the Longhorn, like the yellow circle cheese. You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking
okay.
about? You get that, the Cajun turkey, and then you know slide in a piece of mozzarella in there too. Like if you like a lot of cheese, I like a lot of cheese.
Dang.
Two cheeses, the Cajun turkey, and you heat it up a little bit, a little melty cheese,
Yeah, you
warm
gotta
bread.
toast the bread, heat up
Yeah.
the meat and cheese. Yeah, you gotta.
What kind of
Dude,
bread?
you're like I don't eat lunch
We
meat
don't eat lunch
sandwiches,
meat, but
but
if we
here's my
did,
gourmet order that I know like
well,
that.
here's the thing. Like we did eat lunch meat a little bit, and then like it wasn't too long ago. We got some, and it had like you know how like sometimes it has like an iridescent glow, like it has like shine. The meat's kind of shiny. It's like from
I
the
think
it's from the cutter. Like it's from
okay.
like when they slice the meat and like the way they cure it. It's like it's a whole thing. It's pretty normal. Like roast beef
Yeah.
has it. Like everything has this sort of like occasional like shininess to it sometimes, like
Huh.
processed meats, and that sort of grossed my wife out, and we haven't had lunch meat since then. Fair,
Wow.
fair. It's kind of
Fair.
gross, but yeah.
Wow.
But
Interesting.
but what kind
Well,
of
I just had to
bread?
ask because I had a salami sandwich on sourdough right before the show.
Sourdough. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I
With
love
some cheddar
sourdough.
cheese.
Cheddar cheese. Just a salami sandwich. I've never really heard of that before, actually.
Really?
Just single just salami. Most of the time, it's like
Yeah, salami.
like it's an Italian. Like it's like got salami and prosciutto and pepperoni and all the different
Yeah.
kinds of meats on it.
No, it's just salami.
Hmm.
I toast the bread, heat up the meat and cheese in the microwave, and then slap it all together. Throw some mustard, mayo if you got it on the bread, salt and pepper. You're good to go.
Mayo
So
makes me throw up, but so
fair. I love it. I think I'm not gonna eat mayo alone, like spoonfuls of it. But like yeah, I'll have some mayo on my sandwich or on my corn on the cob. You know what I mean?
okay. I'm not gonna
You ever
like
have corn on the cob with mayo all over it, and then tahine and
No,
like a bunch of other delicious. Oh, dude.
no, I won't eat. I won't eat mayonnaise. The smell of it alone makes me nauseous.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, look, we have a lot to get into tonight. So I didn't mean to
True.
totally
We're not.
derail us right
This
off the rip.
episode not about sandwiches. I mean, it sounds like it is leaning that way right now, but it wasn't. It wasn't planned to be that way. Just so you guys know.
No, but the plan is to continue on our Mustache Ride video game. So you guys
Mm.
know Mustache Ride, it's a big deal,
It
and we want
is.
it to be worldwide. And we want everyone to know about it, and we want to take people on a journey that can
Mhm.
only be described as the ultimate Mustache Ride. And so Tooth and I, we decided to hire the best developers in the entire uh,
Global
plane of
universe.
existence. Yes, to make us a video game, and it's really expensive, so we don't want this to flop. So we got to make these choices count. So far, we have a few elements of the game that we know of already. The genre is going to be an MMORPG.
Mm.
It's going to take place inside of a world giant person, and we're going to
That
be
sounds
tiny.
cool. That sounds cool.
It's going to have cell shaded graphics.
That's cool.
And last episode, we talked about the camera style. And between then and now, it's been decided, voted on Twitter, that it's going to be a top down isometric camera style, camera angle,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of cool, kind of like Diablo kind of
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, it's kind of Diablo vibey. I will say that like this could change. Like there's still 20 hours left in the poll. It's 60-40 right now.
Okay.
So there is time for all those other people out there. The body
Hit
cam
us up on
people.
Twitter. Go vote. You could change things
Yeah,
retroactively, and we'll be held to it. And
exactly.
what the game becomes, it's up to you ultimately. Actually, it's up to us. We can
Yeah,
veto
yeah, yeah.
anything we want,
Yeah.
but but we have a lot of elements so far of the game, and so I'm excited for this episode. We're talking about what kind of music our game should have. So Tooth
Mm,
and I both brought an example of the kind of music, the style of music that we want our game to have. And so we're gonna present that to the developers and say, get this in the game or else you're fired.
fired, laid off,
Fired. You're
mass
fired.
layoff, mass layoff.
Mm-hmm. Mass layoff, entire dev team.
Yep.
Scrap the whole thing. Forget
Scrap
it.
the
Give me
whole
my money
project.
back. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
What do you got
Tooth, what
for
you got
us?
for me, man?
Or
Oh, me?
I think you should go first. I
I'll
feel
go
like I
first.
always go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I
Okay,
like
okay.
mine, and
All
so I'm
right.
excited to share it. And so you
Okay.
gotta let me set the scene for you, though.
Set the scene. Although the scene is pretty set.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's a top-down point of
Yeah.
view. There's a nice wide angle. You can see a lot of the map on your screen at a time because of the top-down isometric angle. Cell
Yeah.
shaded, so we got some nice thick black lines. Little people inside of a world giant, so we're inside of a person. So there's a lot of red and blood, maybe, or sinew and muscle or bones, And so
Yeah.
with that, I take you to my example of what I'd like to see in our game for music.
Okay. Let's take you to it. It's called Haunting Space Banjo.
Yeah, Space Banjo. I don't know how much of this we want to listen to, just because I don't want to steal this person's work, but the YouTube channel is called Space Banjo.
Yes.
If you want to
it
look
is.
this up.
We'll put it in the links below too.
Yeah. It's kind of
Really,
nice,
like,
right?
yeah, it's like yeah, it's got like what do you think? Like this is like this is the main travel music most of the time, you think?
Yeah, or at least at least in one area, like you enter
Okay.
an area and you're seeing a lot of what there is to see, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like the backtrack to it makes me think of adventure. It makes me think of the Outer Wilds. Actually, they kind of had a song
Okay.
similar, the Outer Wilds, and there's like this guy on a desolate planet playing a banjo off in the distance. And so it's kind of a good spacey vibe, but I figured
Yeah.
uncharted territory within a giant person.
True. I agree. I think it's like it's got a good vibe to it. I could imagine like how intense it could get. Like
Yeah.
like if you're going towards a boss battle or something, like you could throw in a couple more instruments in there, you know, like a mandolin pops in, a violin, and you get the banjo
Some
like
big drums.
rocking drums.
Yeah.
That could get pretty epic.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I brought two because I'm an overachiever. So,
Okay.
and these are based off of some old games, right? So, first we're going with the Scape main, so the old RuneScape
Okay.
soundtrack. It's just got like, oh, it's sort of like epic old trumpety, piano-y. I don't know. It's got like just a vibe.
Whoa. Yeah, that brings me back. It brings me back. I'm not gonna lie. I can remember my time
It's
in
good.
RuneScape. Yeah,
I never played RuneScape,
that's
but
not bad.
but I've heard this song because it's just like one of those. It's one of those things. Next one, we got
Okay.
Tristram Village from Diablo 1. Just like classic, kind of acoustic guitar-y.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Kind of ominous, kind of
Yeah,
dissonant.
yeah, right. I feel like it has that RPG, like, I mean, it is an RPG, right? It's Diablo, but it can get like, I think it could have some good moments to it. But that's what I got for you. So
That's not bad. Yeah.
yeah,
It's funny that we both gravitated toward Diablo because I actually looked up Diablo 2
yeah.
OST, and found some some pretty good stuff. But then on the recommended, I saw Space Banjo, and I was like, let me hear this.
I mean, you can't really go
Hmm.
wrong with Space Banjo. I mean, it's good.
Uh,
I like
true.
it. So
So are both of yours an option, or are you picking between one of them right now?
I think I'm gonna go with the Diablo, the
Yeah. Okay.
Tristram Village music for Diablo. I feel like one, like it's close-ish to like banjo, right? Guitar, banjo.
Yeah.
But I think it like has some merit to it of like how we could like partner the two, maybe.
Sure. Sure. That's actually fair. I feel like
Yeah.
because there's so much music within a video game, we don't
Yeah.
have to pick one or one style. We can do more than that. So, but for the bit, we're
For
gonna
the bit.
pick one.
We're gonna pick one, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Nice. So those are our picks for the music for our Mustache Ride video game. Next episode, Tooth and I are going to bring a few different characters to the show. We're going to have descriptions and just kind of describe briefly a few characters that we want to see in our game. Maybe our own
Yeah.
character, maybe a couple of NPCs. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. Our video game is coming together, Tooth.
I know. Pretty soon we're gonna have a whole freaking video game, and we're gonna have to release it probably when we develop it. You know, it's gonna be
Yeah,
good. People are gonna want to
it's
play
going to
it.
be 8K, 60 frames per second, which is pretty
Yes,
cutting edge.
it will be cutting edge. You'll only be able to play it on next gen consoles, not
Hmm.
like not current gen, not a Series X, not a PS5. Next
No,
gen.
we're talking about your Apple Vision Pro.
Yes, we are. You'll have to play it on your Apple Vision Pro, which
And
is
you'll
the
have
next
to
gen
look like an
console.
alien while you do it, too.
Yeah, well, I think that's just part of the Apple Vision Pro.
Oh,
You don't
that's
have to
not
look
part of the game?
you don't have to look like an alien. It's just that's the whole selling point for the Apple Vision Pro is that
Yeah,
you are an
look
alien.
look like an alien today for only $5,000 or whatever. Cool. Well, anyway, real quick housekeeping deals while my dogs are going nuts. Sorry if you hear my dogs through
Dogs,
three
dogs.
doors.
Yeah.
But we have a Discord. Our
Mm,
Discord is open. You can
we
join
do.
our Discord. I'll
It's
put the
true.
link down in the description below. Join the Discord to get updates on the episode and suggest topics. An easier way to send in topic suggestions to us. We also put out a bunch of shorts on YouTube, and you should go
Mhm.
watch those because it's like watching our episode,
But
but
shorter.
in small chunks. Yeah.
Yeah, but shorter. Yeah.
but shorter, more digestible. And then finally, we have a Patreon. We actually have a Patreon now.
Yeah.
We have one piece of content on the Patreon right now because we just opened it up.
It's
But
right
we're
here.
recording something really soon, this week probably, another
Mhm.
video for the Patreon. So consistent content on that baby. And we're also uploading on YouTube very soon too. We're recording for
Yes.
YouTube
Yes.
before the Patreon. So there's an order. There's an order of operations, and we're just making it up as we go along.
That's true. And we might change
No
the order of
PEMDAS here.
operations. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go to the Patreon, you can learn more about it and the type of content that you might be able to see. We did a lot of work on an about video for the Patreon. So if you go there, join as a free member, you'll be able to see that. A preview of the content that we made also. And go check out the intro video because it's really good. And we had some, some of our biggest fans talk about the episode. So
Yeah, we got a few horses. Yep.
a
Yep.
few horses. Yeah, a few horses.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Tooth. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about actually, but
True.
it's not nothing too crazy.
No.
Couple things I want to bring up, couple things you want to bring up. But before we do any of that, how the heck are you, my friend?
Not too bad. I'm doing all right. It's the weekend. I love the weekend. It's my favorite time of the week. Um, my least favorite time is Tuesday. Um, and yeah, it's a good weekend so far. I
Good.
released one of my first, I would not my first long form piece of content, but like my first like not like specifically directed at something long form piece of content. So I did a Minecraft video,
Nice.
released it. It's on the YouTube right now, on not on Mustache Ride YouTube, my YouTube, and it's a battle to the end in Minecraft. It's pretty epic. My friend Alan started a survival multiplayer world, and we just beat the end of it. Which spoilers, there's an end to Minecraft, and you beat it, and there's a dragon and all sorts of stuff. You can still play it after that, but anyway, uh, it's a pretty. I like the video, so I think you should go check it out.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
fun, and I've been playing Minecraft as a result of that video. Obviously, that's how I got the content to make it, which has been pretty fun. I'm trying new stuff in there. Like this time, I didn't build something specific. I was trying to like, go more towards like trying to grind for things, like getting specific items that I wanted, things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun playing it. I'm newer to Minecraft. I've only been playing it for a few years, so it's still solid to me. Like I'm not jaded like all the other Minecrafters out there, so I still
Is
like
that is
I
that the
still like it.
sentiment? Like people are like, "Oh,
Yeah,
screw Minecraft.
I think
Mojang
so.
doesn't even care about us."
I don't know if it's like that. I think people are just like are over it. Like they're over their
Yeah.
Minecraft adventures, which is like fine, but for me it's like it's all new. There's places I haven't even been yet before, like in
Yeah.
game. So like I'm into it still.
Nice.
Yeah. I've also been working on updating my Twitch alerts. So I am switching over from Stream Elements to the native Twitch alert platform, which is very
Yeah.
intuitive and very nice. And I'm just trying to like update them a little bit and like change them up to something that's like, I don't know, more like custom-ish, something more that's like my vibe. And so I've been going through and switching out all those, which is really cool. But it's also made me think about like wanting to update like my branding and some emotes and I don't know, all the typical stream stuff that you never think about that we should think about. And then you
Yeah.
start thinking about it and you can't stop thinking about it because you just want to change it all. But you're like, how do I change it all? Like, you're like trying to beat down the doors of these graphic artists that always come into your stream that you're like, get out of here. I don't need you. Look at all the stuff I already have. And then you're like, oh, wait, I do need you. Come back. Come back. But not you. But
Yeah,
not
but
you.
uh,
But not
right.
you. Like you. I want you, not you kind of thing. I don't know who to work with. I don't know what the branding needs to look like. I don't know what I want to do. So
It's also overwhelming, yeah.
yeah, it's overwhelming.
Hard to
Um,
choose.
it is really hard to choose. Um, I'm getting back into like my end game of God of War Ragnarok. I'm probably like close to 3/4, I would say maybe do it.
Okay.
So I'll be finishing it soonish. We got that stream coming up on Tuesday, Eastern time. So tune in for that one. It's getting pretty epic. The story in that game is so good. I know I've talked about it 100 million times, but it's good. It's one of the best that I've played. Um, and it's like, I don't know. It's one of the best pieces of content gaming wise out there that I've seen in a long time. There's
Hmm.
just so much stuff to it. The universe is like big and small at the same time. The lore is huge. And I'm excited to see where it goes from there.
It's so good.
It's good.
Ragnarok's amazing.
It's good. It's a good game. I'm excited to keep going with it and beating it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be more consistent through February and March. That's my goal. So streams the whole time. The whole not like every day, but like, every day I'm streaming, I'm actually streaming. So
Yeah.
it's good.
That's awesome.
That's a
That's
good
good.
plan.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, I feel like I needed it. Like I fell off a little bit. Just like you work every day, and like sometimes you get home and you're like, oh my god, like I gotta make dinner, I gotta do this thing, like I gotta wash clothes, I gotta shower, I gotta sleep, I gotta stream, I gotta think about all these things, and sometimes it's just like you don't want to do any of those except sleep
Yeah.
and then like do it again the next day. So yeah,
You got to take your
working.
foot off the gas a little bit here and there.
Oh yeah, but I
But
don't
now
want
your
to.
foot's on the
My
gas.
foot's on the gas. I'm
Yeah.
I'm going full speed right
Nice.
right into the next thing, which is talking to you about what you've been doing.
I've been doing some stuff, man.
Anything? Any stuff?
Yeah, last weekend we had some big storms in my area. And so
Yes.
what's funny is that a lot of my area lost power for like a day or two or three.
Hmm.
Um, but my house, like we were on a little island of power. I don't know how, but we didn't end up losing power like everyone else around us,
That's nice.
which was nice. But
Yeah.
we still lost internet because I guess the internet stations near me lost power. I don't know how it works,
Yeah.
but we lost internet, and so we were out of internet for like 2 days. It's not the end of the world, but it got me thinking because I was looking for things to play,
Yeah.
and I fire up my Xbox, and there's nothing I can play. Like a lot of my games are downloaded from Game Pass, which needs to check in with the server to confirm that you're a Game Pass guy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my games are downloaded otherwise, and still somehow I couldn't find a single one that I could log into or like play without
Yeah.
having an internet connection. And I was like, what the heck, man? So I went to my discs, my drawer with my Xbox One discs, which feels so ancient. It's all dusty. Had
Yeah.
to and like, pull it out of the depths.
Yeah.
And so I ended up pulling out Dark Souls 2. And
Nice.
I played that for like 10 minutes and then quit. And then and then I pulled out the old analog pocket.
How many deaths in 10 minutes?
Oh, maybe 10.
10. Yeah.
Mm,
One per
maybe like
minute.
7.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. One per minute. From what I've
Yeah.
compared watching other people play it. Yeah.
I was doing well for a minute and then I died and then I don't know, I just kept dying. I don't even know where to go and so I quit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, what the heck am I going to play with no internet? I'll turn off the Xbox. Don't even know what I'm going to do with that. Pull out the analog pocket. I try to show this baby off every chance I get, really.
When you
But I pulled
remember
out
that
the
you have
analog
it.
pocket. Yeah, exactly. And whenever I actually do use it. But I started playing Mega Man Battle Network 4, Blue
Okay.
Moon. This is a OG nostalgic game for me. It's a good one. It's a Game Boy Advance game, and I played for a while over that weekend with no internet, and then I kind of continued playing. That's why I'm bringing it up, is because I keep playing. I was playing a lot today, and you know what happened?
What?
You probably do. You might
I
have seen my
don't.
Discord post.
Oh, I haven't.
I was
Haven't seen it
playing
yet.
like a lot this morning, and
Too much?
I lost I hadn't died. My Mega Man didn't die the whole game up until now, and so I haven't been saving much,
Oh
and
no.
I died,
And you lost it, all of it?
and I lost a lot of progress, a lot of progress. Like
Oh.
all today, all this morning that I played, all
What
gone.
were you thinking?
I wasn't think I was thinking I was big man in the house. I thought I was
Yeah,
big man gamer,
that's what
top
you
of the
get.
mountain, only halfway up kind of guy. That's what
Yeah,
I thought.
you were
So I
halfway
go into
up.
this battle and it's so funny actually. We don't need to get too into it. But I go into this battle thinking I'm big man, and
Yeah,
it turns out I'm little man. I'm little
yeah.
man, and I
Little
get
Mega Man.
bombarded. This chick killed me, bro. So I wasn't prepared and I died. And
No,
I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know when I'll go back to it. I'll probably never go back to it. I'll probably never ever play it again. Oh my god. I lost so much progress.
You were halfway up to the top of the mountain and now you got booted all the way back halfway down. That's
That's
crazy.
right. So,
It's a bummer.
moving on from that, I don't even want to think about it. Steam Next Fest is happening right now, and there's a lot of demos available.
Mm,
And I've downloaded quite a few, like 6 or 7. I've
yeah.
gotten around to playing one of them, and that was Pacific Drive. So I played this last night on
Pacific
my stream.
Drive.
Yeah, Pacific Drive. It's a game where you're driving you're driving your car down the road, and then some weird stuff starts happening, and then there's a big bright light over to your right. Your car breaks down, and then the big bright light starts sparking and pulling you in, and you end up going into the big bright light with your car and everything, and then you
Okay.
wake up and you're inside the exclusion zone, some sort of like cordoned off big area that
Exclusion zone. That sounds kind of
yeah,
crazy.
that you're not supposed to be in because some anomalous stuff happens within there. I don't know all the details. It's just a demo, but
Okay.
the gameplay is you have a car. The car is special somehow within the exclusion zone. There aren't really very many working cars, so you're driving around these roads. Your car breaks down. You gotta break down the broken down car on the side of the road, steal its fuel, make some new parts, fix your car, keep going, and then your ultimate goal is to try to escape that exclusion zone.
Okay.
And it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Looks kind of nifty.
It's a little bit
Oh.
complicated.
Yeah,
There's a
looks
lot of
okay, yeah.
systems.
It looked cool and now it looked complicated right there.
It's kind of
That
complicated.
map looked complicated.
It's the kind of thing where once you know what the game wants from you, it's a lot
Mm.
easier to execute. It's a lot easier to like go from thing to thing. But a couple things about it, the UI is a little bit tough to read. I think they could bump up the text size a little bit,
Mm.
and then maybe add some more colors in there, color code some things. Because I pull it up and I'm
Holy
like
crap.
confused.
The car seems it just drove into that thing and it seems small. The car seems small now, like it's itty bitty, like a Matchbox car.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. It's a normal sized car during the demo, so that's all I
Interesting.
know.
Well, it could. I
And
mean,
then and there's upgrades for your car too, and special abilities that you can unlock for your car.
mm-mm.
That you don't unlock anything during the demo in that regard, but
It's unlocked
kind of
soon though.
cool.
February 22nd.
Yeah, February 22nd. I'm excited about it. I'm working on. I'm gonna put out a little video for on my time in the demo, so
Oh,
I'm kind of
cool.
excited to get that out, and then I'll probably be buying and playing the full game on the 22nd when it comes out. So that's Pacific Drive.
Yeah.
Um,
You get a
and
pre-purchase deal
then
right now. $26
oh
pre-purchase.
really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of committed now,
Yeah, now you have to you already said you were going to play it, so it's on
right?
sale. Might as well buy
There you go.
it right now.
I just might have to do that.
Should we stop the episode?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
that's okay.
It's not that it's you don't love it
No,
that much. Okay. All right, continue.
no, no. Final thing, Overwatch. I've been playing Overwatch. That's normal. Yada yada. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch.
Mm.
It's like the last, I think tomorrow or maybe Monday, they're changing the game. There's a huge rework coming. So I've been playing Overwatch with that in mind lately, thinking like this is like the last of this version of Overwatch that I'll be able to play. Like I
Yeah,
didn't think about that too much when Overwatch 1 turned into Overwatch 2.
because yeah,
I
it
didn't
didn't
think about it
change.
enough.
Yeah,
It did well, it changed. It did change. It's still Overwatch, but it did change
not that
in
much.
some big ways. They took away game modes, they changed up heroes, they took away a whole person on a team. There's a lot to it. And I didn't think
Yeah,
when Overwatch 1 went away, I wasn't like, my last moment in Overwatch 1, you know?
yeah,
Um and now this new rework that's coming to Overwatch, I'm going into it thinking like, I have been enjoying my time in Overwatch 2 here and there, you know? And this is the last time I'll be able to play this version of it because it's about to change permanently.
yeah.
At least it's never going to be the same again. It's going to be changed and then tweaked, changed and tweaked. So it's interesting. I love Overwatch, so I'm excited to see what this big rework brings to the table.
Yeah, I feel like they should have probably thought about this before they made Overwatch 2. And maybe this could have been
Part of it,
Overwatch 2. Like this that could have been it. Cause yeah, a lot changed. Yeah, they took one person away, but like it still didn't feel like a 2. Like it didn't feel like a new
no,
game. It felt like the same game, but like I don't know, less good to play somehow. and
yeah,
and I feel like a lot of people were just like, oh, like they would have been okay with being like, oh yeah, we messed up, we're gonna roll that back, and Overwatch 1's back, sorry about that, and we'll take a little bit more time to work on it. I think people would have been like, okay, fine,
I don't
here's
know.
some new content for the Overwatch 1 instead of releasing that. I feel like that would have been better, like
I
here's
don't
new
know if you
stuff.
backtrack. I don't know if you wishy-washy, flip-floppy,
I would
put
have.
something out and then take it away and then put it out again and expect people to buy it or
Yeah,
buy into it again.
that's sort of what
I
they're
don't
doing
know.
right now.
You got to commit.
They're doing that
I
right
guess
now
they're
though.
not changing the name again though.
No, they're not changing the name again, but it's like, oh, we should have done all this. Sorry about that. And then like I don't know,
You're right.
I don't know what it's gonna be like. Like it's worrisome, like with the layoffs that they had, who's there, who's working on the game, like is it gonna feel the same? Like there's a lot of other studios that are doing similar reworks. Like we've talked like offline we talked about Apex and like,
Hmm.
making similar changes. It's just I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know how good it's gonna like I feel like it's the amount of changes they're making, which is like includes like health, includes like hitboxes, includes firing,
Yeah, do you want to
bullet
just get into
sizes, like
this first next topic? Do you want to pull up the article cuz
yeah,
there's a whole list, man.
there's a
It's a
whole
lot,
list.
but there's a lot of changes and
Yeah.
I just don't know how much different it's gonna feel. I know the whole point is to make it more accessible. The whole point is to like make it to where a casual player can still have fun, which I always thought a casual player could have fun. But they're talking about how it's hard to hit people because get the game's too hard, and oh, we
Yeah.
need to make it. I don't know more. The individual can sustain themselves longer. They don't die so much or something. And I don't know how necessary that is.
Yeah, I don't know about all of it. Like I'm like scrolling through some of it, like and we'll talk more about this. But I think yeah, just like revitalizing Overwatch 2 experience, right? Like that's what they're talking about. The competitive experience, I think all of that's kind of good. Like I like the good hard reset. Like I don't mind
Yeah,
any of that. I like the more of the transparency that they're going to have like within
yeah, I
this, like
like that.
the rank promotion progress seems better.
Hmm.
Um they're adding the new rank, which is champion 1, which seems like that seems weird. Like I don't know what that is. Like I know Stylosa mentioned like you'll still have top 500. Like is this where does this like rank in there? Like I
Right,
don't know. Like that seems like a weird addition to me. Like nobody was ever complaining like, "Oh, I wish there were like 6 more ranks that we could like grind to." Like nobody's making champion 1 like that's normally playing this game, right? Like it's the
right.
people in top 500 or like top 1000. Those are the people getting champion 1. Like I felt like that was an unnecessary thing. Maybe I'm like out of pocket for that. I don't know, but it seems unnecessary. The jade
Yeah.
weapon is another thing that I'm like, oh, that's kind of silly. Like it doesn't look good.
Controversial opinion. I think it looks kind of nice.
What
I I think the jade weapons look kind of nice.
you go
I
from
don't I
gold
like
to
green.
jade?
Well, look, gold's done. They did it. It's over.
Yeah,
There's no like I guess diamond, shiny diamonds
yeah,
bedazzle my guns. Sure.
diamond. Yeah,
But you can't keep going up. They got to pull it back and then go up from there cuz they blew their load, okay? With gold, they blew
wishy
their
washy.
load.
They're wishy
It's
washy. They're
done.
going back.
They got to go back. They got to reel it in and then go from there, build up from there.
Oh, where
And
do you
so
go
Jade I
from
think is
here?
an okay to start. After Jade,
Bronze,
I don't know, man.
silver.
I don't have the answers, okay? I'm just saying I like that green. I think that green looks nice and I think it's kind of pretty. And I'll probably still use gold guns over Jade, but it looks kind of nice and I'll buy them
I
with
feel
my
like they could have.
competitive points.
I feel like they could have went with something like, I don't know, like sapphire, or I feel like there has to be
Ooh.
something that's like really distinctive from the my problem with the gold guns is that some of the skins like that you could get, the gold guns were like didn't really show up very well. Like it didn't make a lot of sense. They weren't they weren't different enough. I feel
Mm.
like they needed to be like different. Like they're totally changed, and the green is not like the next thing, I don't think. Like
Not a big enough difference for you.
no, like I feel like it needed to be more like, I don't know, like pearlescent, or like, I don't know, like galaxy. Like I don't know, like it needed some animation in it. Like it needed something cool.
Yeah.
Like I feel
I,
like in Valorant, like when you had the weapon skins, like those are cool. Like some of them are cool, you
they're
know. And
also paid like money for. They're money paid for.
true, but you're like grinding this. Like it's like, you're playing a
It's
lot
hard.
of the game. It's hard. It's
Hmm.
hard to get them. But
Hard to get them, but I don't know. Anyway,
anyway,
I don't mind it. I think I'll buy them and maybe even use them here and there. But you know,
well, that's you. That's you. But the biggest things are the core gameplay changes, right? So these are
yeah,
like we mentioned, making your shots feel good to hit. Um,
yeah,
which honestly, like I'm not opposed to that. Like there's games like Apex is one of those games. Like when you hit the shots, like it feels like you're hitting the shot.
yeah.
There's a couple other games that are like that too. I feel like, not to go back and like to a game that's dead, but like Star Sea's Dead Zone, I
Mm,
thought felt
mm,
good when you were hitting your shots like in the early release. Like that
yeah.
I thought like all of that felt good. And so I
Oh
think this is
man.
okay. Um,
Yeah.
but
N-
I'm worried about some of it. Like
Well, the
the
projectile size
yeah.
changes are
Yeah.
really worrisome because
Yeah.
Widowmaker is going to have a bigger bullet now. Hanzo is going to
It's
have a bigger arrow now.
the
What the
widow
heck are we thinking?
the widow bullet's gonna be the size of Arissa's javelin, and you're gonna. I feel like they need to add something that's like a dodge now, like you can dodge the bullet like this,
Mm,
strife to the
maybe.
side,
Yeah, some Matrix
some
like
Matrix thing to like get rid of
yeah.
these like giant cannonballs that are coming at you. Like I think like in .08, like I don't know, I'll have to see that. I don't know what that means. It's so like
I don't know.
obscure. Like I don't know what the
Yeah.
size is now. I'm not that I'm not into that like nitty gritty of the game, so I don't know how big of a change that really is.
And how does
Yeah.
the size of the projectile how does the size of the projectile relate to like how much more damage is done? Obviously, bigger
Yeah.
projectile size, more damage done. Higher health pools also as a part of this update. And so like
Yes.
where's that balance? Like how do they're going to find out really quick if that higher projectile size if they bumped up the HP enough or not.
Yeah.
Because either everyone's going to be super spongy now or everyone's going to die super fast and there's going to be like a few standout
Yeah.
Widowmaker, Hanzo, standout heroes that can just
But
crush.
I'm wondering, like, does like is this, I'm like looking at like 150 to 175, 25 HP, like next up is 50, next up is like 75 to 100. Like does this just like cancel it out? Like, is this even a change? Like it's so hard to tell right now because we're not into it, but like I have this like sneaking suspicion that like nothing changes. It's just like it's not any less balanced, or like it's not any more balanced. It's like you're gonna have your like people that are like, oh, this person is way better to play now because of this thing, but like it doesn't
Yeah.
change that much. I just feel like
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna make
I'm
everybody
not
really
missing my
selfish.
shots. I'm not
True.
missing my shots as
I mean,
much.
you're
But
you're
I
probably
agree
still
with the
missing.
selfish statements.
Yeah, you're probably still missing your shots, but not everybody is missing their shots now.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder now, I remember when Ilari came out, her
Hmm.
projectile, the size of her projectile for her main weapon was large.
That's
And
true. Yeah.
I want to go back and look how much they decreased that because I really
Mm,
noticed that change. And
yeah.
if it was 0.08 or whatever, then maybe we're really going to notice the change on a lot of these heroes.
Yeah, I you might I think it's very possible. I think the biggest ones are the ones we're talking like Widow, like Ash could be a big one.
Hmm.
Some of these ones could be like really big. But yeah, I think like going forward a little bit, I think the selfishness is where like I really start to get worried. And I think the
Hmm.
biggest criticism for like some of the early stuff like Bastion self-healing, like Roadhog self-healing, like it made those characters really selfish, pull away from the team a lot, like it made the team fights really hard. Like all of
Hmm.
these things that are like that people in like the top 500 or champion 1 like don't have to worry about cuz like they know how the game works. But for us like peons in like gold, like we're going to have people just like off like wandering around, like doing their own thing. And it's already like that now. It's going to be
Yeah.
even worse if that player doesn't need to rely on a healer or doesn't need to like rely on being near to the team. Um,
Right.
I worry about that.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, we don't need to keep
Yeah,
going on
I
this. I
worry
mean, this
about it.
topic, we don't want to beat a dead horse, but
Yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see. It's coming in just a couple days. We'll be getting a big Overwatch update, and maybe we'll bring it back up next episode and see how we like it so far.
Yeah. Or hate it.
Yeah.
Or deleted it. Deleted Overwatch. Quit playing it. Switch to Teamfight Tactics 2.
Is there a sequel?
No.
Oh, have you ever played Teamfight Tactics?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like auto battlers?
I I like them. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
playing them for like when I first got into it. I liked it a
Yeah.
lot, and I feel like that's a good game mode to switch into instead of playing like a game like Overwatch or any shooters at all. Like something that's systematic, something I can understand and not have to worry about changes
Well,
that much.
it sounds to me this isn't an ad, but it sounds like you're promoting our video game that we're creating. So
Yeah, I am.
just wait, however long it's gonna take, and you'll have that perfect game that you're describing. I know it.
That one perfect game. Yeah, that's what I really want.
Yeah. Speaking
Anyway.
of perfect games, I figure we could bring it up. I don't know how much we want to talk about it here, but this whole Microsoft rumors of
Yeah.
Microsoft putting all their exclusive games on other platforms and stuff. What are your thoughts on this? It's been going around, and we're Xbox fans. I feel
Yeah.
like we should have a take. I have a take.
Yeah. So here's my take. I think people are like, all right, couple take, I guess. I think people are blowing it out of proportion right now. Like, we don't know what it is.
Hmm.
And it's even been said by the head honcho himself, you don't know what it is yet. They're going to address it too.
Hmm.
I watched a really good video, and I can share that video, but it was from Game Pass Dad released a video about it, and sort of like brought it all together, like all the things that have been said, and like I agreed with the take that it is just like it's a lot of hype right now, and I think it's just like this like the PlayStation people are eating it up, but I want everybody to remember that just because Xbox brings an exclusive to PlayStation or like brings some of these games over to PlayStation doesn't make PlayStation any better. They still haven't released very many good games. So like I don't
Hmm.
understand like what the like
I
I think
see.
I think the biggest problem that I see is that this is going to mean that nobody has to make good games anymore. They'll be on all the platforms. We'll see a lot more bad games come out. That's
Hmm.
my fear with people taking away like exclusive games. There's no battle to be the best. They're on all
Yeah.
the platforms. They'll hurry up and release them. They'll be terrible. It'll be like Cyberpunk Day 1 releases like like 6 times a year. Like that's what it'll be like.
Yeah.
It's already like
I
that.
don't know. I just worry because there's a lot of third party developers and publishers that put their games out everywhere and they're
Yeah.
big and huge and awesome. Like think about Hogwarts Legacy. You know, it's like that game came out everywhere: PC, Xbox, PlayStation. I don't think it came out to the Switch. I don't know that, but
I think it was slated to.
man, that thing was successful even despite all the drama beforehand and
Yeah.
on the lead up to it. And so I don't know. Like I think there is an idea like the competition kind of thing or like we have the best stuff on our console. No, we have the best stuff on our console. I think there is something to be said about that. Um my take is just that it's just certain things might come to PlayStation, like
Yeah.
maybe these newer acquisitions like Activision Blizzard and Bethesda and stuff. Maybe some of those titles will go to PlayStation, but I think the main first party Xbox like Halo, Gears of War, I don't think they're going to put them on any other platforms. I think that's full rumor speculation.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep those and maybe still put them on PC,
But
that's
but even
pretty multi-platform.
but even if they did, like like what is that? Like there's not a new Gears game. Like there hasn't been a new Gears game in a long time. Like people have been speculating it. The Halo Infinite was sort of a flop. So what does it matter if you bring it to PlayStation now? Like is that the kind of content that
Well, the
people
Master Chief collection.
yeah, the Master Chief collection, but still like it's like people aren't playing Halo like they once did. So like
Yeah.
people are talking about like taking old exclusive games that the audience is like slowly dying away because new content's not coming to it, like successful content anyway. I don't know, like I feel like the more important thing should be like criticizing that very few good games come out a lot. Like very few. Even third party, like there's just not that many like great games that come out that like rival some of the original exclusives that happened. Like Gears when it came out, Halo when it came out, like all these things
Yeah.
that are like holy crap, like this is like game of the century. Like it's not
Yeah, boundary pushing.
yeah, nobody's pushing any
Yeah.
boundaries. They're just like the games are the same. Like I feel like that's what we should be like talking about. And I feel like whatever Xbox does, it doesn't sound like they're doing that, which is a bad thing. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Well,
PlayStation not doing it either though. So
I think if anything, timed exclusives are the thing that's going to happen. Maybe for everything moving forward, sure. But if it's like, a year and a half after it comes out on Xbox, whatever, man, do whatever you want with it. I don't care.
yeah.
Um, but I guess because a lot of people are struck with, their pride is takes a hit with
Yeah.
rumors like this. Just rumors.
Just rumors.
Think about
just a
that.
rumor.
They're just rumors. Nothing's confirmed, and their pride is taking a hit. They're throwing their Xboxes in the trash can. They're making big decisions based on rumors because we want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like as an Xbox fan, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. When it didn't strike me as hard, but I think that it's almost like devaluing the choice I made. Like
Yeah.
I was told one thing about your Xbox console, so I bought it. And now I don't know, however long later, you're telling me another thing about how my purchase, like I didn't have to do that. The bottom line, PlayStation still has exclusives. Say everything on Xbox comes to PlayStation,
Yeah.
PlayStation still has exclusives. So
Yeah.
there's still a reason to buy that box over buying the Xbox box. And so it's almost like it would be throwing a big bone to PlayStation after
Yeah.
Xbox or Microsoft just hit them with a haymaker with this big acquisition.
Yeah.
It's like picking them back up off the ground and patting them on the back, saying, "Hey, but you can have all of our games anyway." That just
Yeah.
doesn't make business sense. They won't do
It
that.
it
That's not
doesn't
happening.
it doesn't make a lot of sense. I will say that there is just like a pandemic problem in gaming, which is like there's no it doesn't seem like there's a grind to be the best thing anymore. Like I feel like it's just that doesn't exist there. And now it's just like these two parties of like fans just like bickering back and forth about which one's the best. Meanwhile, both of them are like, yeah, like maybe we do just share back and forth and let's like capitalize on this. Like I don't
They
know, like
could do that.
it's just weird. Like all
Yeah.
of it seems so weird. It is rumors. I don't know, like Game Pass is still the best value out there, whether people want it. Like even if all of those exclusive come to PlayStation and you have to pay
Still
for them,
cheaper.
it's still
Yeah, yeah.
cheaper to have the Xbox and play them on Game Pass. I have them on my
Right.
computer. Like I have them everywhere.
But the
Like
moment your internet goes out, bro,
you're
you're video
dead.
gameless. You're video gameless.
You're
And you're gonna
dead.
wish you had that PlayStation and all those discs. And all
Yeah.
the while, over here in the corner, we got freaking Nintendo just doing their thing, grinding along. We got Nintendo. And it's
Yeah.
like Nintendo has always done their thing. Has
Yeah.
always done whatever they want to do. They always come out with a console with a little bit of a gimmick here and there. And it
Mhm.
doesn't matter, it doesn't make a difference. It might even help their sales and their business.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the way I see it is Xbox is kind of paving the way for the future.
I-
And that's kind of like that's so this
Yeah.
word always escapes me, but it's very nose in the air thing to say. But I like if you look at the facts, like maybe PlayStation's pushing boundaries in the way of like single player narrative based like action games, like these third person games like The Last of Us, God of War Ragnarok. Like those are pretty boundary pushing in regards to storytelling.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft is really boundary pushing in regards to multiplayer and ease of access.
Mhm.
And they might not have the best story games. They might not have the best, individual games in general, but the sheer numbers, it's
Yeah.
quantity over quality. But then they still have quality here and there, and so I really think they're paving the way for the digital future, which is a scary future to me because
Yeah.
I'm not a big physical guy. I don't have a lot of physical copies of video games.
Yeah.
Less and less every day, and a digital future is a little bit. It's is a future that scares me a bit.
Yeah. I'm sort of like I'm on board. Like as soon as I didn't have to buy a physical game, I didn't anymore. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind that. I sort of like go all into like I lean into it because I don't want to be that like I don't want to get to that point where I'm like so afraid of like moving on to the next thing and like I'm over here playing my GameCube because I can still get me some GameCube discs. Like I'm not gonna play my original Xbox. Like I'm gonna download the Xbox game that I want on Game Pass if it's there
Hmm.
and play it on there. Like I don't know. Like I feel the physical game thing doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. Like I don't care if they
Yeah.
ever make a disc. The hype of going to a game release is over. It's been over for
Really?
it's been over
It's
for
over, yeah.
years.
It's a nostalgic thing
yeah,
now. Yeah.
people just want it to be here. But like be for real. Like when's the last time you went to a GameStop? Like into the GameStop? Like I would like I don't know, like maybe I'm like out of pocket. Like I haven't been to a GameStop in I don't know, a long time. Years.
I think I went a few times last year.
Yeah, it's not as hype anymore. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to be there. The game releases aren't as cool. Like I don't know, like that time is over.
I just worry about our internet infrastructure is not really like I feel like we're constantly advancing right up to where our internet can handle. And then
Mm,
our internet we get gigabit and now we're like okay, now 4K, 8K. And it's like how much higher up can this threshold go?
yeah.
We need a new advancement in the internet to be able to take advantage of all these technologies and things cuz I just worry I don't know. I can't imagine a time when I don't have internet. But what if I move and I have crappy internet all of a sudden?
Or like
And
your
now
internet goes out. like that.
Yeah, or my internet goes
Yeah.
out. I can stand a couple days playing Dark Souls 2, just dying over and over.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I could. I surely I could if I
Yeah.
had to. But I bought it on sale. I know it's like the worst Dark Souls game. I bought it on sale at GameStop, mind you, for like $7. Not bad.
Not bad.
Find me a actually you could probably do that. A digital version, a downloaded version of Dark Souls 2 for cheaper. Might be able to find it.
Maybe. Yeah, I will say like somebody mentioned like that they should be cheaper. The game should be cheaper, and I kind of agree with that. Like if it's a digital only game, that should definitely be cheaper. But going
Yeah.
back to Xbox and what's hurting it, I think, is that PlayStation is making leaps and bounds in their consoles, and they're doing a good job. Like the PS5 was great. Great machine.
Yeah.
The PS5 digital significantly cheaper, same machine without the disc drive. The Series
right.
X did not do that. Like the Series X, great machine. Series S, not that much cheaper, not the same machine, not the same console. Everything was different about this console, and the price wasn't that much different. But it was
Yeah, it
digital.
was.
Not that much.
The Xbox Series S is like hundreds of dollars cheaper.
Yeah, but not the difference of like the quality of it doesn't match up to the price difference like compared to the
Hmm.
PlayStation. The PlayStation 5 is the same exact specs, digital or physical.
Yeah,
Same
that's
exact
true.
specs. The
Mhm.
Series S and the Series X are like a totally different console. Like they're totally different.
I've heard the Series S is pretty impressive overall. I don't have a Series S. I have the
Yeah, I
X,
mean,
so I can't really speak too out of turn. But
yeah.
I've heard people are really impressed with that thing.
I guess if you're comparing it to
Still.
your Xbox One, but like the Xbox
I
One
think
was not very good.
I think they're comparing it to the price and the price of the Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
don't
price
know.
that you get, that's still a pretty powerful digital console. But the PlayStation
PlayStation
digital version,
Yeah.
it is a 1-to-1 spec wise.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have a disc tray.
They did it right.
So yeah,
PlayStation did it
they
right
did it
with
right.
that. Xbox did.
And was it that much cheaper? I don't remember how much the PlayStation 5 digital version was. Was there like the same difference in cost between the Xbox Series X and the S? Cuz yeah, I know PlayStation had they didn't always have their pricing right, you know.
Yeah. So right
I think the
now,
PlayStation 3 era was like $600 or something like that for the PlayStation. Crazy.
the PlayStation 5, you can get it for. Come here. I want to buy now. Buy now. Give it to me now. Where's the price of it? Oh my god.
I think it was like 500 something.
There's no prices.
Where are you at? What are you looking at?
PlayStation's website is atrocious.
You don't buy a PlayStation from their website.
All right, so the
You buy it
PlayStation
from
5
Best Buy
the PlayStation 5 is $500 right now.
right now.
$500 right now. And it's $100 difference, $399.99 for the digital version. Same exact machine, minus the disk drive, makes sense. $100 saved, perfect. Same machine. And the Xbox,
I probably could have looked that up while you were doing that. My bad.
you could have, but
I could have. I didn't though.
you could have, but you didn't. So the Series X is $500, and the Series S is $300. So it's a
That
more
makes sense.
it's a bigger price difference, but I'm like I would have rather had the same machine, and I would have paid $100 more. I just
Yeah.
don't feel like I feel like it's a bad move to not do that.
Look, I think you and I can agree on one thing, and it's that screw it all and get a PC.
True.
Like if you're gonna buy an Xbox and a PlayStation, just go get a crappy PC.
True.
And or save up and buy a better PC. So easy for me to say. I have a
Yeah.
PC. I have
Yeah.
all the consoles, whatever. But if you're stuck and you have one console that your dad bought you and he uses it half the time anyway, and it's like, it's like
Yeah.
but you have one console and the games that you have for that console are the games you have, and you don't have very many options. And then, and then you hear that you should have just bought the PlayStation anyway. You
Yeah.
know, I really hope those rumors aren't true.
I hope they're not true, and I will say that like I feel like console gaming shouldn't go anywhere. It's the most accessible type of gaming for everybody like out there. Like it's way easier
Yeah.
to like get your hands on something like that and get the games, and I feel like to see something go to a level of digital, it's like not like I don't like digital to the era of like the console going away is not a good thing in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I just hope that the future is bright and we can all smile and be happy. Once Phil Spencer
We'll
comes
see.
out with this statement or whatever that he's supposed to come out with this coming week, hopefully we get good news and everyone's like, "Oh, relief! What a relief! Now that we've heard from Phil, oh, I feel so much better, and there's no drama anymore, and we can all smile
Yeah.
and run across the rainbow to the other side together, holding hands and skipping. Gonna be great."
You think so? You think that's
I
what's gonna
think
happen?
so. I think that's what's gonna happen, guaranteed.
What if him and Jim Ryan just like, you know, leave and go on an island together and they retire like everybody's gone and it's a new era of Xbox. No Phil Spencer, no Jim Ryan. Halo goes to PS5. No more consoles after PS5.
I think that will happen.
Gaming
I,
dies.
I think consoles are gonna be a thing of the past, but I think somebody needs to make a cheap computer, a cheap
Cheaper?
like a con a c- just I heard someone on a YouTube channel recently say just partition off part of the Xbox's hard drive to
Mhm.
put Windows on it. And then let me click on a button that takes me to Windows on my Xbox. And that
Yeah.
way I can just like open up Chrome or like Spotify on my Xbox, and then all of a sudden I have a PC, but then I can click the app for Xbox and go and play all my discs and go to the Xbox store and Game Pass and stuff. Like that seems to me like the best of both worlds,
Yeah.
actual future and a consumer friendly price point like they can get
Yeah.
away with. And then that can start steering us away from consoles altogether or just into a new era of consoles with higher expectations for what they can do. Like that would be an easy move for Microsoft. They own Windows,
Yeah.
you know?
It would
Just
be.
slap it in there.
Yeah, just make it. Just do it already. I
Just do
don't.
the thing.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I
It's like
do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know what my
it's like
take
back in the
is.
day. PlayStation back in the day made a CRT television with a PlayStation 2 built into it.
Easy.
Genius. Genius. I don't know why it didn't take off. I feel like it should have taken off more, and we should be seeing more of them today. But
I don't know what
I've
was the price
watched some
point.
obscure video. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. Too much,
I feel
probably.
like it's always the price point. That's always the thing. Like
Hmm.
that's why it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the future is. I think the console market will outprice itself, and that's why we won't have consoles anymore because we're grinding to 4K, 8K, 15K. And at the end of the day, like there's people still rocking 1080p TVs, so they're not able to even play it
Right.
in 4K anyway. So I don't.
And they're
It,
playing.
yeah,
And they're playing, frame skippy Pokemon Scarlet Violet anyway. They're playing Pal World with, glitches and things here and there.
yeah,
I feel like less and less we care. Like, it's only certain IP that we really care about how good it looks. I feel like maybe
yeah.
it's just me, but
No,
like I want my God of War Ragnarok to look crispy, you
yeah,
know.
it's true.
But like Pal World, I don't care. I don't care about any glitches. It's funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Elder Scrolls, funny man.
yeah. I don't really. I'm not like a. I'm not like a big like. I don't know, like graphics snob. You know what I mean? Like I've never really been at that level because I've never like had the best display or like the best
Yeah.
thing that I'm looking at. So like that's never really bothered me. And most of the time my hardware's been like where I'm playing like on the lowest graphics, like I'm capping my frames. Like when I used to play Overwatch on PC, like Overwatch 1, like I was like capping things at like 15 frames per second so I could play
Oh,
it.
stop. No.
On my computer, yeah. Like
That's crazy.
I was capping things down because like I couldn't play it. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
play it if I didn't. So everything was the lowest. Like I could get like 30 frames per second. When I got my new laptop, I was able to get like 30 frames per second. And so it's just
Big
like
upgrade.
big upgrade. And so yeah, it's just like I don't know.
Hey,
I've never been that way, but I think I think like if we're gonna strive for it, they should be at least. They should be
when I
crispy.
when I look at nice graphics, it's like eye candy for me.
Hmm.
It's like I look at it and I just eat it up, but with my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it in the if the game's good, but most of the time the
yeah.
graphics are good and the game really sucks. Not with God of War Ragnarok. Game looks good. Game is good,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not 1-to-1 all the time.
I have my little gripes with God of War Ragnarok, but overall, yeah, very very good.
Yeah.
You said you're pretty far in the game, like 3/4 of the way through. Do you know? Have you met the character Birgir? Birgir?
Birger. Birger. It doesn't sound familiar.
I was showing a clip on my stream from God of War Ragnarok, and I was about to spoil the hell out of something for Tooth.
I
Something really cool.
every time I saw a clip of it,
Looked away.
I looked away.
You plugged your ears and went la 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 la.
I plugged my ears. So I just looked up this character. Um
No, why would you look him up? You're gonna get a spoiler right away.
no, I won't get a spoiler. Just the character name
Okay.
on God of War wiki. I
Do
don't
you,
think I'm to him yet.
okay.
I'm
Cool.
not to him yet. Yeah.
He
But I'll
sucks.
get there. He sucks.
Lame-o. Yeah, whole game's lame actually. End of the game, not fun anyway.
Oh, cool. I'll
So,
quit right now.
yeah. No spoilers here. You're not gonna get
Easy.
anything from me.
I'll quit
Nice
right
try.
now. I'm not gonna play anymore.
This reverse psychology is not gonna work on me, buddy.
I would be upset if it got spoiled because I do a pretty good job of not watching games that I might play. So
Yeah.
easy.
Well, let's bust out one of these other ones because I know you put a topic here on the doc, crazy car decals, and I'm just so damn curious why you did that, why you put that there.
So
I gotta know.
I was at the store today, Walmart. I'll say the store. Went to
No free
Walmart.
advertisement.
Had to get something from there. And we were walking out, and I was in the middle of telling a conversation when I look over and I see this truck, and it's parked in like the handicap spot. So like I see it's like in clear vision because it's right there. It's the first spot. And on the back of the truck, on the bed of it, there's just this giant decal that's the size of the bed of the truck that looks like the truck bed is down and that there's a dead bear in it. Like somebody had killed a bear and it's sitting in the back of their truck. And I was just like, I like stopped the conversation and I just like started stuttering to myself and like not finishing what I was saying because I was just like, like, what is that? Why did you put that on your truck? And then then I
Yeah.
started thinking like, what is up with all these stupid things that people put on their car? They're so in their trucks, like it's so stupid. Like I was and it just like sparked this whole thing. Like I was sitting behind a truck earlier today and it had a big thing on it that said going green and the truck was green. And I was like like we get it. We get it. You bought a truck, it's green. I got it. It checks out. What?
That's kind of funny, but like in a punny way, you know?
Yeah,
And
but
so
the
it's kind of
whole
like
back window,
low effort.
the whole back window of your truck,
Yeah.
it's huge.
Oh, wow.
The letters are this big.
Maybe they're really into recycling. Maybe they were on their way taking in their cans and bottles.
Nope, I
No?
saw some
Okay.
of their other bumper stickers. They're definitely not into that.
I have in town. There's a truck
Mm.
that it's very specific, and if the person that owns that truck is watching this, they'll know I'm talking about them because on the tailgate of the truck is a big. It takes up the whole tailgate, and it's like though you see like an old graphic T-shirt with it's like purple with a big wolf or something. It's like kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
So it's like it's Sasquatch laying down with like sexy pose with one leg up and one leg out, and there's like an American flag behind him, and then it's like, and then it fades out at the edges,
Mm.
and God, it's kind of cool, but also like it's like getting a dumb tattoo. It's like that's permanent. It's not as permanent for a sticker on your truck, but
Yeah.
like that's wild to just choose to do that. You got to be really like you got to love Sasquatch in
To be
America.
honest with you, I'd rather see somebody's favorite Burger King order tattooed on their cheek than like some stupid like thing like bumper sticker like that. That's so
Goodness.
dumb. What is
Do you
wrong
put
with
any
you?
bumper stickers on your car? Do you have any stickers on your car at all?
No, I mean I have had them in the past, but they're like this big,
Yeah, little
right?
things.
And it's something like I don't know, like it's something like it's something dumb, but it's like this big.
Yeah.
I don't like plaster my car like a NASCAR like sponsorship of like the stupidest thing I can think of. Like
Yeah.
I once
I
saw a
don't I
whole
don't put
Bible verse on the back of a car. What is like why what is up with that?
well, if you love Jesus,
The
then
whole
you
thing
then
though?
you quote Jesus all over your car. Why not? I don't
The
know.
whole thing. I just don't understand like I don't understand why that's the real estate you choose to like announce everything to everyone on your car.
I think it's kind of funny to like if you have a truck bed cover and then you put a sticker on the truck bed cover to make it look like there is no cover and there's like
What
I think that's kind of funny if it's done right, but then
yeah.
you look at it from like 5 degrees in the wrong direction and it just is not it doesn't sell it and it like I like the goofiness of it and I like that people are so willing to just be themselves and do the
Yeah.
thing and be so open about it. Like I respect that. I wish I could be more like that in some ways. I've never put stickers on my car. I
Mm.
had one car that I put stickers on and when I got it, I bought it for $400 or something. It was a 91 Camry and it had hundreds of thousands of miles on it, multiple
Mm.
hundreds of thousands of miles. I just needed it for like 6 months to save up to buy a better car. Anyway, this is a long time ago, and it had a bunch of stickers on it already. So I was like, fair game. So I grabbed a bunch of stickers. I slapped a bunch of my favorite stickers on there, and I continued the thing.
Yeah.
And that I felt good about, and it was a piece of crap. It was old
Yeah.
piece of crap too, so
Yeah.
it didn't matter. But ever since, I've never put a sticker on my car.
I'm thinking that yeah, I like some of them are fine, but I feel like stickers are more like the top of your laptop, a water bottle. Um yeah, that's like
My desk, I have like a big collage of stickers on the corner of my desk over there.
that's fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Like when you're a kid, like on your dresser. Perfect spot if your parents don't like beat you for it. Like perfect all that is perfect. Like I have a water
Yeah.
bottle. Like I have stickers on the water bottle.
Yeah.
Stickers on the water bottle. It's good. It's good. It's fine. On
Where do
my
you guys where do you
car-
guys put where do you guys
No.
put stickers? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious where you guys put stickers. If you're a big sticker on your bumper kind of person,
If
or
you put them
or
there,
if
I'm
you
gonna
have some
roast
other
you. I'm gonna roast you
yeah
in the comments.
no
Oh yeah, I will.
I'll hold tooth back. I'll I'll rein him in with the leash. I'll pull the leash. I'll
If you
I'll
have a
do
rec-
this with the tooth pull.
if you have a recycling sticker on your car and you're not driving at least a hybrid, I'm gonna roast you. Like that's it. Like just so dumb.
If you're driving a hybrid and you have a going green sticker, then you get a thumbs up from me,
Yeah, you get a thumbs
I
up,
guess.
and I'm still gonna roast you depending on how big the sticker is. Because we get it.
Okay.
You're driving a hybrid or electric vehicle. We got it. It checks out. I don't need you to tell me. But to the
I
guy
like
with the F-250 with the dead bear, you ruined my whole conversation. And now you're making this podcast go 18 minutes over time, and just know that you did that. Like you did that with your stupid truck sticker.
There you go.
Just so you know.
I think a whole other dimension of stickers on cars is like a full car wrap with a big anime waifu on the side.
Now, okay,
Because
If
that's a whole different story.
that's a whole
I
different
don't kn-
thing. That's a different
'Cause
thing. That's the cars
that's-
painted like that. You know what I mean?
I still don't like it myself.
No,
I
I'm
think
not
it's
gonna
pretty
do
tacky
that.
and
It's
gross.
super tacky, gross. But
But
it's not a bumper sticker.
no,
that's
that's a big
like
choice.
That's an
that's
investment.
the waifu mobile. That's what you're turning your car into something else at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
neon under it. Like you played too much Need for Speed Underground 2 and you just never grew out of it, and you have
Oh,
adult
yeah.
you have adult money, and we're still judging you like hard. Well, maybe not SMC, but I'm judging you hard. But that's your
Depends on the
choice.
anime. Depends on
your
the
choice, you
waifu, I
man.
suppose.
Is there one?
If you have a
which
bad
one?
choice of waifu,
Which one? Which
then
one?
I'm gonna roast you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which one's acceptable?
Oh, there's plenty. Plenty are acceptable.
You have a
And
Nissan
there's a few-
Skyline.
there's some that
You have a Nissan Skyline. You're going into the garage to get it wrapped. You already put blue neon glow under it. Which one?
I just wouldn't do it. I just
Which
wouldn't.
one?
If
I
I
know
had a
you would.
neon skyline, I would make it OG classic skyline blue
Okay.
and no underglow. It would actually be a sleeper build, so it wouldn't even
okay.
look fancy. It would just have a nice paint job.
He would have
But
a
then-
waifu wrap on it. He would.
No, I have the
would.
waifu wrap in my head. My brain is
No, he
wrapped in
would have it.
waifu.
Your whole
Can we
brain?
end this show? I feel like I'm being interrogated. There's a light in my face. And I
Yeah,
feel like
there
I'm-
is.
No, look, I don't even like waifus. I'm not even into anime. I don't
That's
like
not
anime.
No, you said it was wrapped around your
so
whole head.
lame. So
So your
lame.
brain is wrapped in waifu. You said it.
So lame, bro.
You said it.
You like
Alright.
anime? Grow up.
All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to going into my Apple Vision Pro world. See you guys later.
Hey,
Episode's
well,
been
look,
good.
mustacheridepod@gmail.com, okay? If you ever want to contact us, or just join the Discord if you want to contact us a little easier on there.
Don't
you
contact
can
us.
just
I'm tired of
submit
people contacting
topics.
us. Honestly.
let me know who your favorite waifu is, and I'll let you know if I approve of it. Because I'm, of course, the final answer to all
to all waifus.
waifu conversations. That's sure, man, cool, you know. You can also reach us on our personal Twitch, Twitter, YouTube channels. All those links down in the description below. Anything else? Any final words, Tooth? Did I forget anything in the outro? No, I think I'm good.
I don't think so. Make sure you guys vote in our next poll that we put up.
Mm-hmm.
After we discuss the characters. So it'll likely be the next episode we'll release the poll after we show you the characters.
Maybe it'll be like your favorite of the characters we
which
bring
ones
on.
are the favorite? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next
Yep.
time, though. Until then, shoo-ba-doo, shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
That's not what we talked about at all. It's not what we talked about ending. the
Next
episode.
time, we'll be there for you. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Okay. All right.
Sha-sha-sha.
We're okay. Now we're ending for sure.